afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Talking Parish League. I'm your host, Leroy John Baptist, and it's indeed a pleasure once more to be in your company. And I'm even more happy this time around. You know, West Indies just beat up England, so I am elated and thrilled to be in your presence. And I must apologize for being a bit late. I just had a little tie up here, but coming in and seeing one of my old classmates, schoolmates, just gave me an extra joy to be here. And so we're going to be speaking with one of my old classmates there, and I know at one time a very aspiring cricketer who there was a lot of hope and aspiration for him, going very far into this game of cricket. But before we get into all that, let us recognize our platinum sponsor, ACB Caribbean, Simply Smarter Banking. For all of your banking and connectivity needs, it has to be, for all your banking and financial needs, it has to be ACB Caribbean. Be sure to visit them at the many branches available to you for all of your service. Brands for Less, your all-in-one store, whether it be clothing, footwear, cosmetic appliances, or just looking for that birthday gift. Be sure to check them out there at Brands for Less, Carol and her team, right there opposite the Old Deluxe Cinema to the west of the Zachariah building. You'll find Carol and her team. Anything you need, check them out right there. Good afternoon, Carol. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Seco Pharmacy, for all of your medicinal and pharmaceutical needs. Seco Pharmacy, your one-stop shop for all of your vitality needs to keep that body in a healthy and vibrant state. Be sure to check them out there at Seco Pharmacy on the corner of High Street and Temple Street. Digicel, the bigger, better network for all of your internet and data needs. Be sure to check them out at their many locations across Antigua and Barbuda. Digicel, the bigger, better network. All right, we got those housekeeping matters in tune, and as I said, Taddy, I'm sailing a bit high. West Indies won the series 1-0, and I think they well deserved. They played consistently throughout the series, and that one session, one day, or one test match, whatever you want to term it as, they played the better cricket and they were on top. So congratulations to them, and I know you're very happy for that, Taddy, to see our West Indies boys bringing home the first Richards Botham tournament competition, and our boys making Sir Viv proud by bringing that one home.
Well, gentlemen, good afternoon again once more to the viewing audience, John. Yeah, I should take my crease, John. We notice John, but hey, I can't get it. But I can say, John, I don't want. There's one team I don't want West Indies lose in England. They don't want to tell you back them. you know what I mean? But hey, I give the guy credit. The guy, we keep the guy name is again. The Silver.
The Silver, yes, the Silver.
He was the one who did a real good job, farm the ball in a little bit and have confidence in the tail enders. Had it not been for the tail enders and John, we might lose a match now. You see,
that's why cricket is played with 11 men, Taddy.
I agree with you totally. But give the Silver a lot of credit. Century, tough situation. I like him, the guy Monica. You see, they play the kind of cricket that you don't like, John, the bat slow. John, I know you don't like that. And those guys take the time, play the real test cricket. And see what happened, John? You know the same thing? How many days the test match took?
5.
No. This is last. What time the game ended? How many days? So, John, you see, test match kept done quick, like 20 sometimes.
Yes.
When they bat fast like you, and they can't bat good. No, John. So that's what we're joking about it, John. But I told you, what a joke I got, John. That little pitch. Here's my joking friend Andy talking about flat pitch and no pitch and all kind of pitch. Bringing somebody from the can't do a better job. I'm saying to you, John, say man bought 2 pounds and West man say I go on and then base jump, can't take more blow. Can't manage a shot, man. When I get him from, John? I try to play better cricket. Boy, that's some of the worst batsmen I've seen in my lifetime. Then jokers. This might be most of all, a guy from Barbados, so afraid shot ball, John. I can't understand that. And when we growing up, John, Barbados and Antigua and Jamaica have shot ball. They have plenty of fast bowling. A guy and chain that and some more, slowish medium fellas. But when they see the guys duck and fall along and catch all the way since medium pace ball, I say, well, this is what cricket come to John, you tell me that's so good. But I don't want to go there to John.
Yeah, because I want to spend the time really congratulating them
Then I hear my partner Andy complain about flat pitch and everything. They laugh and tell themselves. But when you play records, you're flat like that and bored up. But those guys are bored really good, so they get results sometimes. So when they complain about if you're not a good bowler, you have a problem. See, one little pitcher like help, and game can't last sometimes. So I'm saying to John, you know who affects the most over the match, John?
Who?
The people who are the sponsors who to make no money. So you tell them maybe. The game done so quick, sponsors they get nothing out of the game. So I'm saying to John, and then John, and they tell me, John, you killed me last Sunday. Hey John, so what a great pavilion at the Freetown. And I say, what a jokey pavilion. John, at the worst thing of the Freetown, the pavilion disappointing. He made a pavilion. I mean, John, you know the same thing, John, you don't pay attention to John. You see what the Liberator?
Taddy.
Wait, John, don't finish on the third, John.
No.
Go ahead, tell me.
If you don't agree, don't tell me it's the worst thing. Tell me you don't agree. Because I went up there,
Okay, sorry,
I went up
sorry
there
about
3 years ago.
Hey.
And where I had to stand up or sit down
I understand
to
that, John.
provide
I understand
the
that, John.
commentary. What I saw there was
But
remarkable.
Tell me where Sid Michael feel. I see a pavilion they can't go into. Because there's a Steve and Indian, so he left the word place. That kind of nonsense. And the problem is a Western place up there too.
It's all right.
So I'm saying to you, John, you see one Liberator?
Yes.
You see the one the police gun?
Yes.
You see the one the Erlins?
Yes.
I see you keep polishing away for that, you get the best thing ever. And I say one thing about it, you know. See the plan of the Erlins? Well, Phil Scruff get them a plan now. Because the plan was for the factory, you know. Until Brandon Winston Winners get involved. And push it out place and he can't replace it. Because we had everything ready to go now. Everything, material, everything. Hey, look, factory the most skilled man could do the building. So that's my most disappointing thing about factory. Because we had everything, the plan, everything different, same thing like St. Orleans.
Okay.
But, and the South Parish, man, electrician, plumber, cab, those got the material, they're going to work, ready to go. And there's a brand, say, there's Jokey Winston Williams and everything fall apart, up to now. So that's my greatest disappointment, to be honest with you. But, I will never feel good. See what partner tear feel on the screen. And then I learned he's going to pay him. No, those give me a headache at factory. The pay man never so good, you know what I mean?
One of your brightest spark.
Only thing you do good for me, can't look hackle and so. But guess what happened to John? Had the man, he started on the 15 or something, you know.
I know.
And he's a very soup guy. He had Robbie's with neighbor, Robert Joseph.
Okay.
When he pick up Tearfield about 14 and 13, 14, and Robbie about 9, and then 2 of them play cricket every time. And Robbie, you want to come factory? He said, Robbie, you can't make it. Too young. But Tearfield eventually came and the 15, and Butters was the star. And Butters like practice. So he tell Tearfield, the road he man, you just practice hard, you make it for him. And so, and that happened to John. Tearfield make the big team, but here the classic no John. Make the big team, so I'll tell you how you work at a back foot play. Okay, and he go back no, so the West, you know the guy not, you know, bounce people. Hey, well, he make one scan down there, make a dig a team and so. So, I got in New York with my boys, and he couldn't make the New York trip yet. Still, well, young fellow still. When I came back, he said, Katie, I'm back. Well, what time you going to cackle? So he said, I stopped looking at cackle. So what happened to you? Oh, I'm to an Adventist now. Cackle days over. So I was so disappointed with John. I told him, you know, season when they come back, we will work on front foot play now.
Right.
And by the next year, you know, you're one of the best in
You're a
that team.
complete player.
So disappointed.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have Zorel in house.
His former captain and so too.
Former captain. But before we bring Zorel, let me get, we have Kenneth Theophile.
Your classmate.
Kenneth, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes. Well, I must say, thank you so much for this opportunity. And I first permit me to acknowledge my Lord and Savior, who has kept me thus so far. Then I want to say a pleasant good afternoon to each and everyone, the listeners, the viewing audience, especially my family and friends, and also the people of New Jobs, where I've resided for the last couple of years, which I've enjoyed around. And to wish them the 80th anniversary which is in place, which I think is very appropriate. But I also want to say to you that, to be honest, I have never regretted with the decision that I've made. I've seen a lot of benefits, and I really happy that I made that decision too. But then again, cricket was my life, cricket was my game, cricket was my passion, and I have enjoyed the game for the time I was there. And I just wanted to say this. When I've started on 15, and while I started playing cricket, I think it was Dulcie Grant, yes, who was our physical education teacher at the time, and I was very soaked for cricket, very, very, very soaked. And so she said, you know, they're having an under 15 at factory, and they're going to practice on Saturday mornings. And so I said, sure. And then she hooked me up, and I went up the first Saturday morning, you know, practicing. And this is what I remember. I could never ever forget this. So after the game, after practicing now, Taddy says, he separated the batsman, separated the bowlers. And so he said, what's the most wicket you ever take? And some guy saying 5, 6, 7. So when he reached the batsman now, and he said, what's the highest runs you ever made? And then people like Butters were there, Butters said maybe 50 something. Dean was there, Dean said 60. And some other guys were there. I went Taddy pointed at me, and he said, asked me what the highest runs you ever made. I said 4. And Taddy rolling, laugh. That was one of the things. And when he finished, he said, don't worry. Don't worry at all. You will soon turn into 20s, 50s, centuries. And I practiced 1 week, first time on the 15 at Combined School at the time. And the next weekend I went to play a game against St. Joseph Academy. I was 127 not out, 24s and 6 sixes. Never forget it. Never forget that day. I am telling you, it really plays out. I've learned a lot, and I'm very pleased and satisfied about the time that I've played cricket. But the most important thing is that it was the discipline. Taddy always said, don't cheat on the exercise, because if you don't become a cricketer, you can be healthy, you can be physically fit, and I've learned that, and I'm telling you, it is paying off for today. I said, Taddy, I said, thank you so much for that.
Oh,
and I'm seeing my friend there, Robbie.
Hello.
Robbie.
This show is not about praising.
That's up, man.
Okay, so tell Taddy your mind.
Wow.
No.
That's so.
Yeah, man, it's good to see you. Oh my goodness, it's good to see you, Robbie. Yes.
It's his own.
Oh my goodness. Well.
It's his own, Elliot.
I see Joel. I see all these guys. Listen, it is just, when I sit down and think about this thing, it is amazing. Taddy didn't tell you this, but I'm going to say this to you now. This came to me the other night, and I realized that if you look at all the guys that played with you for all these years with Combined Parish League, even though some of us never make it to the big level, look at where the guys are for today. Every one of us are very successful, we are sound, we have good jobs, we're making life. You know why? It's because of you. Because you didn't just be a coach to us, you have been a father to us too. I've discovered that. And so a lot of us have been very positive for many years, even though we didn't make it through cricket. And I say thank you for that, boss.
Right,
that's a good thing you have done.
Hey, Katie.
Yes.
This man to my right, you remind me about that every week. This guy is This guy is he reminds me of that every week.
Yes, that is very true. It's very true.
Well, good afternoon. Katie, what's up?
You've been a father too.
Yeah, Katie now saying, I have to remind him because I'm not going to wait until he keep on saying that he's getting old and everything for him now is when he gone. I'm not going to wait until he's gone to give flowers. I'm going to give no. I mean, we're just, the only thing about it is that
We all used to have hair like him, only he alone have hair now.
The Chinese reversing. He's supposed to use the hair, how he get the hair, but he's doing the hair, we losing the hair.
We have Robbie in the background here. Robbie, good afternoon. Welcome back to Talking Parish League.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good evening. Ryan.
Hey, John.
Hey, Solid.
This a Katie big.
Right.
Rabbi wants to say something quickly. He's a champ. TFL the most. He born the most bad TFL in under 15 days now. This one, two on the left side and side, fence on fence.
So Robbie play a big role in
When they go to pick,
Yes.
when they go pick up TFL, that
It's the other way around. He played a big role in my
Robbie cussing. He want to come factory too. So Robbie, you're too young. You can't make it yet. So one day now, John, when he about 12 years old, when they pick up TFL in the afternoon, you know. So he say he want to come. He say, all right, come in. So he got a factory. Currently, I'm wasn't the guys up there. So you want batting.
Robbie?
Yeah, you want batting. So I said, okay, go ahead. Boy, what a turn by you knock on the flap. Throw you gun.
Robbie, defend yourself, Robbie.
Yes, no, can you tell me that? Yes, sir. Yes, exactly how it happened.
Currently knock your ball. So you can't cry up here. You know, crime business on this field. So you get initiation real good. Spray balls, take rubbers.
Yeah, but tell me, we speak about Robbie, we speak about Theophile. I mean, I think they came like just behind Bouncing.
Yeah.
And, you know, Bouncing was such a role model coming out of New Win shops. Robbie, cousin.
Not behind before.
Oh, yeah. Fishing your kid. Yeah. But, I mean, I'm talking about the three of you coming out of New Win shops at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, at that time, Parish League was rampant. New Winchops had a team, you know, and the temptation might have been, I'm sure he had the temptation, and the guys in the village saying, come and play for your village, come on, you know.
Yes.
But the thing about it is, you knew you had to go to the well, you had to go to the university to get the education, you know. And the thing about it, like you said, Katie, the education you got then, it is, you know, it puts you in a state that you could make a firm decision about your Christianity. When it came time, when that calling came, because of the confidence that you got from Taddy, because of the confidence that you got from cricket, right? Because of that discipline, you as man could make a decision. And as I keep saying, cricket factory was so much more than just cricket. It was a life, you know. And so that decision that you made, when Robbie was 15, Robbie went after England. Went after England on his own. Literally on his own, Tally. Right? And was able to, you know, change his course in terms of living, going to school, educating himself, becoming a professional cricketer, travel the world with a level of confidence. Do not take it lightly for the confidence that you gain from those early years.
Not only that zone, that Robbie went to the, let's say, the most prestigious university in the world, and in Oxford. So, John Robbie's an ordinary guy.
Well, that's why most persons refer to it as a university. It was a wholesome source of terms of development, not only, as Zora said, in the cricketing discipline, but in just the general being of a human being.
I think also, John, you have seen, as different people have come on this program, the interaction, the love that we have for each other.
Camaraderie.
Yeah, you know, it is something that we shared, something that we continue to share, whether it's a telephone call, you know, or even a message, even passing a message from one to the other.
Exactly.
You know something, all I can say, I sorry for those who miss out.
Theophile, just run us through quickly, you know, just as growing up a boy in the New Wintrops area, you know, I know you played with the Princess Margaret School, you know, just run through a little bit of that now for us now, what that experience was like for you when you look back at it now.
Well, that's me, Kenneth?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenneth, yeah.
Alright, let me tell you this. So when I started cricketing Princess Margaret School, I was a very, very, very sweet guy. And I can remember when we used to play cricket, it was 2 days. And I used to go I used to 12 man. I used to be 12 man every day, and I was the first person being 12 man on every match I'm there. And for some reason, and to be honest, I thought about it the other day, and I didn't feel anyway. I was just excited, and I was 12 man. And then one day, it was Russ and Naba, I think, was captain. And I had to go and field as a 12 man. And I was in the gully. And I took a diving catch in the gully. And from that day, I've never 12 man again. I've never 12 man again.
A good thing the ball stuck in your hand.
Something. I've never 12 man. And then after I started to train and go factory and started to develop, we were losing people in playing school, and there was nobody who wanted to play cricket. And I just do everything. Sad to say, I just skip classes just to play cricket, organize cricket. And so one day, we were playing against, I think it was peers. And the first round, they gave us a 2-1. And the second round, now we were at St. John's Ground. And that afternoon, we were there. They went into bat first, and they scored about 170 something declared. In those days, I think it was like Garden and this fast bowler, Christian. They had some good fast bowlers at that time. And nobody. So then they played for 170 something, and we had 6 overs to bat that afternoon. And so when I went to paddock, none of my guys want paddock. Nobody wanted to go. So I said, listen man, then one guy, he stammered, he said, skip, make up. I said, okay, and you have a black belt between the pants too. So I said, listen, you stay one end and let me control the batting. That afternoon, we stopped traffic all over because we were 66 without last, and I was 62, and the guy was 1. Came back the next day, we were 125 without last, and I was 117, and the guy was 5. And here what happened. Garden bowled me, I think it was a beamer, and I missed it, and he broke my finger. The guy flicked a ball, and he came off with the dust and knocked out his teeth. So both of us retired hurt that much. And so I had to end up going to the hospital to check my finger. And when I came back, I still tried to bat in one hand, and then they rushed us out and blew us out for 17 for the next innings. And so I came up in this cricket in those days, I've gone through it, and to be honest, if I had continued, I know I would have really made it to the highest level for today. Seriously, because that was just all. And let me tell you this, and if West Indies were to call me right now to come and play cricket, I will go to play for free, Zoral, for free, right? I hear you all talking about this West Indies, like that's saying anything. I would go for free. You know, when I was playing cricket, I was not even thinking about no kind of money. You know what I was thinking? I wanted one thing, and that thing is to be recognized one day in recreation ground, and to be anointed like Vivian Richards with the national anthem. And that was all I wanted, because I was only thinking about country. I wasn't thinking about money. I was thinking about country, you know. And so it's just sad to see the cricket now, because I'm telling you, these people just playing for money. They ain't playing for no country and no pride and dignity. That is how I see it. So I am not killing myself over that.
Look,
I also wanted to say,
Katie,
yeah?
I want to get something straight. Which country? Jota St. Lucia.
No, it was Antigua. Passion. Yeah, just my passion, man. It's just that's it, man. It's at the long.
Times of
and Zoel, you were correct, you know, because I was going to say too, we were like family, because it is so weird that even though we haven't played cricket for years, and the guys them are all over. Whenever we see each other, we always have a good talk and we support each other. We always it just always feel like love and a passion. I come back to Antigua right now for some reason. I have to come and check out some of the guys now. For what? Because we had that connection. We had a family. We were knit together as a family. And I think that is a very, very good thing. And we came out very positive too, because it really keeps us in a good line.
So, see, partner, Robbie keeping quiet in the background. Robbie has some secrets with you know. Sure, Robbie has some secrets you want.
I tried to have a conversation with you about earlier and interrupted. Just want to make a correction. I did get a place at Oxford University to go to Oxford Brooks University to play for Oxford in the university cricket stuff. But I chose to go to university for education. So I went to St Mary's University, which was part of the University of Surrey at the time, and then furthered my education from there, again with a master's and with a master's at University of Kent. So before anyone starts to write me up and say that I've claimed something I haven't, I didn't actually go to Oxford. I got a place to be in the cricket program, which I turned down to go to St Mary's University, Twickenham, which is part of the University of Surrey, because I wanted to study as my main focus and not cricket. That's a good one.
So tell us things about Tiff. You want with Katie, your neighbor. Tell us all the mischief.
What happened in the little corner down there that the cemetery stayed in the corner by the cemetery?
We didn't hear that.
Whatever happened in the corner down there by the cemetery stayed in the corner by the cemetery. That's my brother for life, and I never going to brother anywhere else in the world. So what happened there stays there.
I know you're close now. They told me you're close. I know that. So that's okay. I don't want to call it. Because you Jackson earlier. Now the time we talk against Taddy. Now the time we talk against KT.
But Robbie, Taddy said earlier that you would have spent quite a lot of time, bowling to probably bowl the most delivery to Theophile. What happened? Theophile commanded you to do that, or you just preferred to bowl than bat?
It's a straight swap. It was, he would make sure that my homework was done, I got my homework done, and he wanted to practice, and I wanted to do every fast ball that came to the West Indies that year. So whoever the fast ball that came, I was trying to imitate as best as I possibly can. Imitation being the greatest ball factory, and that's how I learned the game really. In the back at the top of the yard, bowling at him, and him batting and having batting practice, and that's learned to ball. And in the road, all over, night and day, anywhere it is, on the light, the street, wherever it was.
But from those experiences, did you spot? Well, you would have been young still, but did you identify any talent to say, hey, this guy can reach far, this guy can go places?
I was just talking about, I'm about 5, 6, 7 years old. I'm just trying to be out there playing cricket. That's what I did. I did that at school, I played him and I did that. And he said he was soup.
Today, you say you're being bullied.
Oh, John,
all of us have done something like that. I'm a soup, man. Very soup. Yes, it's a fun time. We had some fun.
Theophile spoke about this camaraderie, and I think you even alluded to it earlier in your speech. What's the difference between now and those days gone by? Why we don't see that level? We see more animosity now, and tribalism.
John, I'm a strong lover of long format cricket, and I've always used the analogy that the difference and maybe / violence between footballers and cricketers is the length of time they stay together. Football, hour and a half. You're around each other for 2 hours, 3 hours. Cricket, you're around each other for 7, 8 hours a day, sometimes for 3 days. And I think that certainly builds a different kind of synergy. You're among your peers, you know who love what to eat, and so you get to know guys inside out, more or less. And I think that is it. I mean, today you're talking about mostly T20 games, shorter time. Everybody, the guys on the way to the game, they have on a headphone. As soon as the game is done, they put on a headphone. So there's no communication.
But John, not only that, John. Combine School and Parish, you say, well, the picnics. Get together, picnics out of Green Island, any beach in Antigua. I know famous coconut climber, 3 years, Sparrow, the latest Sparrows. So these guys had a lot of get-togethers, fun.
A lot of bonding.
Bonding, man, really good stuff. They love one another, except one day they have a laugh with Zoe. He go down the hill, he can't come up the hill.
Went down the hill and can't come up?
Yeah, Fall must go down here. We'll pick no gun down with the baby. I tell you the lie. Go ahead. Tell the lie, tell the lie.
John, when you go down the hill and you eat so much.
Okay. Robbie, let's get back to your sec. You spoke about your stint, if I heard you correctly. Surrey and the University of Kent, if I'm not mistaken.
University Kent, yeah.
Can I get a little volume on Robbie, technician? Not hearing it too clearly.
What do you do, Robbie?
I was at St. Mary's University, which was then the part of the University of Surrey, in Twickenham, and then I moved on to the University of Kent. Right after part of my studying. So those are my university. I'm an alumni of those two universities.
Robbie, I'm going to get back to you quickly. Zorel is going to have to leave shortly. Zorel, I can't let you leave without talking about West Indies cricket. We would have won the last test match. We're on the swing up now.
I mean, we won that game, but listen, this work, this is a result. But this work, in my opinion, started from Bangladesh last year. When that team went over without a number of guys who, because of COVID, didn't want to travel. But then, you've had some ups and downs. I think it was almost the same kind of resolute, back against the wall scenario.
Right.
To the Silver scenario then, the Kyle Mayers scenario back then. I saw something in that series that I liked. I'm going to pull it personal. It has to do with Alzari. I think it's probably the quickest that he has bowled in his test career so far. Consistently quick. He bowled a 6-over spell on the 4th afternoon here at the Survey. 6 overs for 6 runs. But the average was like 142, 143. Right? And then he bowled quickly again in Barbados in the first innings. If I was captain of that West Indies team, I would have been tempted to give him the new ball in the second innings.
I think I heard one of the commentators alluded to that.
Because, and again, yes, West Indies won the test in Grenada on a pitch that was up and down. I hear the captain came out and spoke about Alzari's efforts and big efforts, bowling short around the wicket. I want to suggest something to you. And again, if I was captain, on that pitch up and down, being the fastest bowler, I want Alzari with his pace, bowling wicket to wicket, right? And even on that last morning, or even late in the when in England were batting, even on the what was it, the third day, he was bowling short from around the wicket, not hitting the stump. But if you have that pitch playing up and down, you want to have that batsman indecisive, whether to come forward or to go back. And with a man at silly point, etc., with that pace, I think he could have, he could have seen the results. He picked up 9 wickets in the series. I expected, because of how well he bowled in the first innings in particular, I expected that a bag of wickets was somewhere around the corner. It didn't happen. He's being praised for how, he put in that effort. I tell you what, if West Indies play a test tomorrow, and they want to get a balanced bowling attack, and they want to bring in a spinner.
Wait, you think he gone?
I'm just wondering, despite and in spite of the...
Because at the end of the day, they're going to look at the results.
Yeah?
John, I wanted to check a little bit with Zoel, because I heard Zoel. But I don't watch the games particularly. But I didn't know he was bowling that quickly at the stadium up there. And in Barbara, they say, Andy Barbara said the pitch so dead. And he said the pitch dead now. Flat pitch bringing people overseas. See if Alzari bowling 140 something and so on, and I think he can bowl fast too, with the most strengthening and conditioning. But he was told he was instructed to bowl short. I heard that. He was instructed to bowl short. I hope he doesn't bowl short like Nixon McLean and bowl himself out of the team. That's all I'm hoping. Okay, you don't remember Nixon McLean, right? Okay, good. But I did bowling so good. But the other nice thing about it, that's strangely about the winning now. Against Zoe, about Bangladesh. The last one is when 2 tests like that, the Kyle Mayers batting and Kyle Mayers bowling now. Pay attention, right?
So, well, quickly before we leave, when the team was announced and they left off Kamal for the same Kyle Mayers, there was a lot of chit chatter about that. What was your thinking of it?
I'm not a big fan of Kamal. at least at the test level. Regional cricket, yes, he's going to be a run-of-the-mill. Even when the first test was selected, I said there and then that if you're looking for an off-spinner, people spoke about Rakeem. The point I made about Rakeem is, yes, we love Rakeem, we want him in the team, but Rakeem has a retainer contract with the West Indies board at the moment, and they went to Sri Lanka, and Pamal and Chase came from behind and outbowled him.
Right. Tell Taddy that.
And he has not, and he has not. I think Rakeem was being looked at more or less as being someone for overseas conditions. So I was surprised when they selected this first team, the track record that Chase has. Because if they decide now they want to play one off spinner, maybe the toss-up is that they will go for Chase. Right? Rakeem hasn't done himself any favors. Rakeem hasn't done himself any favors with those big half centuries. Those big half centuries should have been centuries. You put down those, and then they will always speak for you, right? So the spinning scenario is going to be horses for courses going forward. 6 or 1, half a dozen of the other, and somebody to bowl slow more than bowl slow.
John, the best thing on the West Indies when they jump up for ball in them, it's a waste of time. When they see the kind of guys when they play cricket, I ask myself, when we ever get out? I'm having a problem with the one for Australia too now. When them,
Nathan Lyons?
Yeah, when you see some, tell me, what if you could ever out me? I can tell you why. So you bought the ball outside also. You put the pad outside, they can't ever beat you. Anyway, I will pitch and shot is driving and cutting him pulley. Because any ball pitch will go awesome, even the cricket laws.
You haven't know what you do.
You haven't know what you do. You know the rules, John.
Yeah.
He can't get me out easily. When ball pitch will go, you pretend you play the ball, like a ball. So you can't deal with LBW, but when you pitch now and shot, you're banging. So when I see the kind of ball in John, I say, man, so excited when the kind of guys say, people don't say cricket rules anymore, they pass one of them.
Last point, Zorel, West Indies women, I would say was fortunate, lucky. Whatever way you want to get to semi-finals. The result, in my book, just kind of epitomized the whole series that they played.
Well, I think they peaked early and peaked at the start of the tournament, got in some early results. Fortunate to get through to the last 4, but the overall result, not surprised.
But the quality of play you see by all players.
I'll tell you something though. I can't say a woman in the world can bat more than Haley Matthews. Right? She can well bat. But those 30s and 40s need to be 120s, 130s.
John 2020.
Yeah, she need to develop a mindset that I am the batting, I am the team, and I'm going to bat all the overs.
You see, Zero said that, right? I saw something today, reading something today. I think out in India somewhere that says, Shatmaya is one of the most talented guys. I think he's the former India coach, he does
Shastri.
And I said to myself, very talented guy. They know about John. He haven't talked about it in the show. But that's what Zoro said. You understand, he'll bat all the overs. Yeah. Not 15 and 10 overs and flying out, but the guy the talent. If he develop his skill along with the pro and so, it's not sure no. Western batting come real powerful all of a sudden, But those they have to learn is that 20 overs is 120. You understand, John? When they get that mindset, Western came with powerhouse again. The real powerhouse, they want some batting.
John, before I leave, I have to touch local because the PIC Blackhawks, another championship, as the old saying goes, sponsorship matters. But I am on the local front. What is bothering me, I've said it over and over and over again. I mean, for example, I see a young fella, I've spoken about him on this program, Ishan Warner. Stuck. Where is he going to? What's his pathway? Is no representative cricketer to move to the next level. And every time he put on clothes, he's only, 2-day cricket coming up soon. But it's mostly one day. I mean, let me tell you something. This guy has the quality to move to the next level. I know Taddy in particular, not a big exponent of the T20 version, but for his moving forward to at least get a kickstart, I hope that somebody is thinking outer left field, and he gets picked up in the CPL just to get around and to get out of this local cricket. That boy have too much talent not to be seen by the rest of the region. As it stands now, there's no Leeward is in camp at the moment. Listen, half of Leeward Islands team can't bat like him. Half of the team cannot bat like him. But he has had no opportunity to address the selectors. They say, pick me for the Leewards. And, you know, I just think he probably needs some level of representation, somebody from outside to just say, hey, throw him in, get him into a camp.
Johnny, I would disagree with this all, you know. See, nobody can bat more than him. But who he play against?
Well, I say bat more than
maybe talented.
I say talented.
He's good as you play against John.
Let's say talented.
Yeah, because
I found out of the guy had the talent.
No, but you remember when Damari was in England and he was scoring all these hundreds, and I had asked a question, you know, what is the competition level he's playing against? And somebody
but it's a Maori coach on the Zoom.
Okay, somebody said to me that, you know, 100 is 100. I say, yeah, I appreciate 100, but it's a competition.
Yeah,
and I see Damari playing in our local competition now. Damari looks really, you know, out of touch, out of sight.
These guys
maybe not enough practice.
These guys need
the combination. Look, people have the practice only these days, no, John. It's serious thing in this cricket, you know.
And a super like a Teo field.
No. Well, the days I go practice every day, all year round.
They practice, you can't play.
Well, you know that.
So last one before you leave, Taddy said you used to captain Teofil. What was that experience like?
I mean, Teofil came through the ranks and was a young man who wanted to learn. He was always asking questions and always thought that, you know, he could get better, he can get better. Put in the work. You know, just as he add on from the cricket, you know, when he went into his profession with his construction again, that discipline that he took, you know, from factory into his business sense. So, a good, decent guy who happened to know you from school. I'm sure you can't say much about your cricket then.
He's a Johnny Samba player.
You can't say much about that at all. Good afternoon, Lydia. Good to have you aboard.
Teofil and Robbie, you know, great to catch up with you guys. Continue to stay safe. Be blessed. Stress-free living. Take good care of yourselves and your families.
All right, I need a pleasure.
Good to see you, Zola.
Sorry, go ahead, guys.
Good to see you. Keep going the golf course, man.
You want to visit the golf course? Well, you want to visit?
Oh, Sully boy, the Antigua Open, the 23rd and 24th of April. So, you know, hope some rain come between now and then. That.
What are you waiting for?
Where want the tournament to ban then?
No, I want some grass.
Oh, you want to
fairway. Robbie's a good golfer.
Robbie was good golfer.
Robbie's a good golfer.
Robbie was good golfer. Robbie just soup like stay field of golf. You know,
well, so it was indeed a pleasure having you again, and you know, that seat is always available at any time that you may wish. All right, Robbie, you're still there?
Robbie is there just now. Wonder about the golf business.
Robbie? Okay, it seems like we've lost Robbie. Teofil, you're there? Yeah, he's there? Okay, technician says he's there. Good afternoon, Carol. Good to have you on board, as usual. Good to have you guys logged in to us. Taddy,
that's Robbie there.
Hey, Robbie.
Hey, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, so I was just asking about those cricket that you played in England. I know you were here before. You might have spoken of it when you were here. Just recap, you know, what that experience was like as a youngster playing in those English conditions and what it did for your development in the cricketing game.
Well, most of the stuff that I picked up was from the man sitting there at the same table as you. His motto was, you only know you play cricket when you play cricket in England, because it will be sunny, snow, windy, all 4 seasons, all in one day. Well, today is one of those days where it actually sleeted on the way to work, warm sunshine outside at work, then snow during the middle of the day, and then sunshine on the way home. So, playing here makes you understand how the game is played differently in other places. And it's obviously the same in Australia and South Africa and all the other places that I've played in. But this was always what we set up the benchmark to be for the real test. We were always told to be able to be a player of a proper cricketer, you got to be able to play the swinging ball, and you got to be able to play the ball that moves off the seam. And that just it offers that here at every level. So it has helped. But my discipline, like everybody else who came up with that same backyard or factory, is what that gate gets you through. It's what got me outside in the cold, running and training when everyone was sleeping. It's what got me to only keep the gym at school. It's what got me a bicycle in my room when I was at boarding school, so I can train during that time. It's the driver that I wanted to be the best I could be, because you had nothing else other than to be that when you practice at factory.
All right. Hey, John wanted to know about Damari. He said Damari and the batting so good.
Well, I'm not in Antigua, so I can't tell you. When I was at Antigua, Damari was in a good place. 3 months ago now, I think. Damari obviously had a successful season in England. The question that got asked is what kind of cricket he was playing. I had nothing to do with Damari in England last year. And that was the Antigua Sports Association with the Antigua government and the High Commission of England, of Antigua in London. And the guys were working with me, but went away on that tour. To score 1,400 runs or whatever it was that he scored is a great feat. I don't care who you are, you got to score them, and you can only score them against who comes up against you.
That is true.
I'm not able to say, but I think he's on his way back here this year, and that I may have had some involvement with, and I will be monitoring that carefully.
Hey, Robbie, wait. What do you mean may have? You can't get this may have story, you know. Yeah, they have something to do with it, they don't have something to do with it.
Robbie, just trying to be modest. Yeah, no, but Robbie, I would just say, I mean, yes, the opportunity is good for these guys to, to go out, and as Taddy always say, you have to play different competition to test where you've reached your skill level. But again, the concern is, you'd like to see that progression. You'd like to say, hey, this person looks a notch above the regular competition, and I'm afraid that we're not really seeing it, maybe in terms of the consistency. And again, I don't know if it's mental or if it's technical.
Again, sitting here, having not seen him in 2 months, I cannot. It is a clock is permanent, form of temporary. I don't know. Has Damari got the making speak of ever? He does. I think that, and personally, his skill as an off spinner is being wasted when he goes behind the stump and keep wicket. I think he's one of the better off spinners that I have coached within the last 18 months, 2 years, whenever it was that I started there. He had 9 months with me and then 2 months with me when I was there last time. I think that I sent his videos from my level 3, Peter Such, who's the England spin bowling coach, who identified amongst all the other spinners that I sent for him to be the biggest turner of the ball and the one with the best prospect as a spinner. And that includes Isan Warner, Elroy Francis, Kadeem Henry, who also works with me and should hopefully be coming back again to be with me here in England this summer. So again, I echo what Dora says when it comes to Isan. Isan is talented, but talented only gets you to the gate heaven. It doesn't get you through. And when you get in there, it doesn't keep you in there either.
Well, Robbie, something I want to get from you. First I'm hearing about this Damari, the big spin bowler, his weak keeper. But it's great that you identified that, because that might be the case like a Booby, who's a good weak keeper, wants to be a bowler, and this one, a good arse spinner, wants to be a weak keeper. So I wonder where we can draw the line with that. Because if the guy is such a talented arse spinner, why did they discourage him from keeping? That's my question, Robbie.
The choice has to be his. And my coaching philosophy is the person first, cricket second, and whatever the person wants to do, I have to facilitate what they want to do. So I'm encouraging to win the ball off spin, and others that I've shown videos of him, because I seek help outside of myself. Again, with Peter Such, who is my mentor in my level 3 program, and he identified him as being probably one of the ones better, with a better, more compact action, and who turned the ball. He turns the ball more than the others. And that's a fact.
Well, Robbie, when you're the coach, you're supposed to encourage the guy and influence him into what's his best.
The word is encourage, not dictate to.
Robbie, I'm with Taddy. You need to take the man from behind the stump and put him.
But it's not my choice. The choice is him and his coach that's there. Yes. I work with these people on the basis that when I'm in the country, I am there to help them the best way. They're part of the YT and have been, and he takes a ticket on that Ajami Federate. But now, if his team needs him to be something else, I can't intervene in that. I have to give him the tools. My job is to give him all the tools he needs to be able to perform on the field play. The decision is then his to make a decision what he wants to do.
I agree with you, Robbie. But I was never a wicketkeeper. It's one day Taddy said something to me and put me there in the sum. I was never a wicketkeeper.
I think we've all kept on the Taddy.
That's what I'm saying. Because he's the coach. I think. I really. But I'm not a wicketkeeper. But if you need someone to keep it, and keep going down injured, I don't know my own as a captain, you're going to keep wicket. It doesn't mean it's the right thing. Well, it's not going to be a world-class wicketkeeper.
We have one of our top fan here, Derek Darby. Benta, I know you're listening, so you're hearing the discussion about your son, Damari, in terms of, you just heard Robbie saying one of the best prospect in terms of off spinning. Good afternoon, bad news. News is hailing up to the panelists, and news is bigging you up, Robbie. And we also have Wendy and Theophile. So I guess that is
Wendy and Theophile?
Yes. So you know where that connection come from. So we know that is Mr. Theophile's
I think that is sister, I think.
sister.
I think so.
Well, he's right there. You will know. He will tell us who it is.
Sister.
Wendy and that's your sister?
Yes.
Okay. Theophile, I remember faintly, you know, when you were in your heyday listening to the news, you know, almost every week there was a century or half century under your belt. I know you had some rich vein of form consistently. What was that period like for you? You were like a runs machine. I know the school depended on you heavily to carry that load. You know, what was that responsibility like for you? And you know, was it burdensome, or you look forward to that challenge?
Well, let me go back to Tim Kernan, where it started. It was a time when they just announced Vivian Richards the captain of the West Indies. And so, I tell you this, Vivi don't know, but Vivi is my greatest role model ever, even to today. And so, we had to go as boys from Tim Kernan School to go to the airport to raise the bat so Vivi could walk on when he came in. But for some reason, after he passed through and everything, the crowd was in front of me and I think it was me and Dr. Prince and he was Arjun at the time, best friends. And I forced my hand through the crowd and touched Vivian Richards' hand. And from that day, I tell myself, I'll be like that man, Vivian Richards. And this is where I get my name. You used to call me Vivian Richards because it was everything Vivian Richards for me. And so, from that day, I just started emulating him. You know, sometimes people say I walk like him and things like that, but I look like him. In fact, I met a lady here in Columbus, Ohio, and thought I was looking like Vivian Richards. He was from Trinidad. I said I look like Vivian Richards. And so, in those days, going back to school, PM school, I started, as I told you, when I started, I was just playing down, just batting long and padding up and innings, hours and hours, and only make 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You know, I didn't know exactly what I was doing at the time until after I get some coaching from Taddy. Then I started seeing different things, started playing different strokes and, you know, represent the school. Many times I got cricket of the year, I think at PM school. Sometimes I just, it was good. I always enjoyed playing cricket because that was my passion. That was my first love. That is what I wanted to do all my life. So when you go to school and I ask you, what do you want to be? Some say carpenter, some say mason, some say policeman. You say I want to be a cricketer. right? That was just it. So, I think if I can recall, I made a century against All Saints. It was 104 not out, and I think that is what got me the pick for Antigua national side.
Before you get into the Antigua national side, we're going to take a little break here, and we're going to come back and we're going to speak about that experience of you playing with getting the opportunity to play with the Antigua national side. So just hold your thought there, and let us recognize our platinum sponsor, ACB Caribbean, Simply Smarter Banking. They have been with the Parish League circuit for 44 years, and so we're eternally grateful to the Parish Leagues, to the ACB Caribbean, for their continued support and partnership with Parish League Cricket. And so we make no hesitation, no bones about it. For all of your banking and financial needs, it has to be ACB Caribbean. Be sure to visit them today. Pell, Plumbing Electrical Limited. For all of your plumbing and electrical needs, it's only one shop, one stop. Pell, Plumbing Electrical Limited. They're located right there where Potters and the Herberts community co-join. You can see the big sign. You'll see PEL. And you may be wondering what that means. Plumbing Electrical Limited. So once it has to do with plumbing or electricals, you're checking Pell, Plumbing Electrical Limited. And they also do wholesale and retail sales. So be sure to check them out for them to take care of you. And Zen Body and Skincare, enhancing your natural beauty. Distributor of Black Girl Sunscreen, made by women of color for people of color. A sunscreen for everyday use. It's Zen Body and Skincare. And they're located at Ways Estate, east of Pickett's, north of the Social Security Housing Project. And you can reach them at 779-4846. Blue Mountain Water, the most refreshing and thirst-quenching water on the island. Blue Mountain Water, and that's distributed by mega distributors on the American Road. Pine Hill Juice, with a variety of flavors and sizes, providing the most exotic taste. It's Pine Hill Juice, and you can have that from Hutchinson Wholesale. Hutchinson Wholesale, they're located on the Sydney Wallen Highway. And Cool and Smooth, for all of your sporting, electronic, household appliances, clothing. Be sure to check them out at Cool and Smooth there to the east of the market complex, and they would take very, very good care of you there. All right, before we go any further, Coach Abdel Hughes is in the house. Big up Coach Hughes, and bad news is also bigging up Theophile. And so, ladies and gentlemen, today we're speaking with Kenneth Theophile, and we also have on Zoom Robbie Joseph, and earlier we had Zoral Bartley just joining us for a couple of minutes, sharing some quick thoughts about working with these guys, and also giving a little review of the West Indies clinching the series and our women cricketers reaching to the semifinals, but unfortunately not being able to go over the hill. And so Theophile has said he was one of the supers, and he was the little Saviv in his time.
John, I want to get KT.
Yes.
I want to say something now. I said to mention John. I started teaching some shots, saying some shots there. But that guy Robbie, you know, when he came over England after many, many years, and he came to look at me talking and say, he doesn't forget me. Because he teach all the guys that shot out the back foot, and he all wanted to learn the shot and never taught him. So he hold that against me up to now, that guy Robbie. He's a bad fellow. ask him to tell you, Robbie, am I lying on you, Robbie?
That is a true statement.
I mean, that's punch on the ball, the back foot here in the end, and Robbie never got to learn that. So he became too young, he went to England before I got to that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when he came to England, he remembers that. he didn't forget it at all.
Yeah, Theophile.
Yes.
You got your opportunity, as you said, at 104, in your view, propelled you into the national spotlight. Just take us from there, how it went.
To be honest, that was, I didn't play much because I think it was only 2 games. At the time, we were in Nevis. I got 1 batting, I got LB for not. when. And
I know
I think it's one game.
about that, so now I understand why.
Yeah. No, well, it is one game. It was one that after that season is when Taddy spoke about earlier and said that he went to New York and he came back and I wasn't there anymore. So after that I didn't, because England, yes, when he came back, England was here and Taddy calling me. I said, Katie Fish, we have to go practice. England is here and you know this might be opportunity. And then I have to tell him the news. And he said to me, I'll give you 1 month to come back. I can't tell you the other stuff he tell me. I give you 1 month to come back. And you know what happened?
Oh, sorry.
You know, I stayed away from cricket. For 1 year, I could not look at it. I could not even drive past it. I could not do nothing whatsoever on cricket. I couldn't look at it. I couldn't even talk about it. That's how I was able to get over the cricket.
Wow,
For 1 year, I don't go anywhere, talk nor look on any cricket. Because Taddy said he gave me 1 month.
You were trying to prove Taddy wrong.
Well, you prove me wrong, you know.
He gave me 1 month to come back. But it was good. But as I said earlier, I said to Taddy, you have contributed a lot to many of us in this cricketing industry. And as I said, it's not just only about cricket and coaching. You have contributed so many positive and mental things to us. And I have to tell you this, I have to openly tell you, I told you the other day, and I have to openly tell you, and I have to say thanks to you for many things. Because I use a lot of principle that you have taught me, even today, when I'm working, when I'm trying to move forward. You know what I was saying? I wanted to learn something. And I said to myself, man, if apply the principle when you're learning cricket, and you apply the principle to learn the program you want to learn, you're bound to get it. And I started.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm saying, and you asked a question just earlier, how is it we don't have this kind of a cricket now? The coaches and so forth. People have to love what they're doing, and they have to not just for coaching, but look out for the people that they're coaching. Because you do anything for us, you take us anywhere. You said one thing, you say when we're practicing, we are not friends, but after the game, we are good, and we always maintain that. And don't cheat on the exercise. Never forget that.
Okay, now we don't say all the nice things about Taddy. You don't say all the nice things? Eh?
Yeah.
At no point in time, because we want to tell Taddy peace of your mind.
Well, yes, because sometimes Taddy just comes for us early morning for work on the house and live concrete, and still we have to go play cricket, and so we're tired and after this. But we don't have any choice, but that Taddy just want me to tell it pays off. You tell him what you have to say, but it still pays off. Okay, one time I can remember, Taddy had to curse me out because we were playing a game, and I was captain. I think it was common school, and the pitch was wet, and I won the task, and we decided to back first.
Robbie, you know about that?
The golden rule is, right? The golden rule is, unless it's wet, combined school always back first against anybody. That was the golden rule. Only time combined school ever back second is if, and when the toss, is if it's wet. Every other time you have to back first. No matter who the bowlers were, who will save out of who, that's what you have to do. You win the toss, combined school, and the wicket is good, you back first, especially at factory, because that is better wicket. So that's no excuse. There's one rule. That's the one rule.
So you didn't follow the rule?
Yeah, but follow the rule, but what I'm saying, I think he was against it because the pitch was wet. But here's what happened. This is what I discovered. Sometimes when you bat on the pitch first, when it is wet, the ball come off better than when it bat the second innings, it hung back. You know, and we bat, and I think he penalized me too because we got rushed out for some little bit of number.
You got a couple of laps. We're going to tell you at least 10 laps in there.
That's just funny. We do some things, man. And there's some things also, John said it too, is that when we spend 8 hours around each other all day playing cricket and sometimes 2 days, we think we learn a lot of things about each other.
True.
Right? And we used to say, the guys that just know certain things about me. When they say certain bowler, boy, say, get the fish, that's a few thing out there, and things like that, and we know each other. So we were really we were just growing as a good group of guys. To be honest, I have never ever can recall ever have any foul functions I'm going to. Can you remember anything like that, Robbie? No? Anybody that talking to each other, people cursing? If you think it, no? We're always discuss. And if it rain, we entertain ourselves, we go and mock people, we go and do whatever and all of that. So I remember one time, we brought John Shepherd to come to umpire the game. And somebody didn't know it was his water and got the water, and he filled the tap with tap water. And he never knew. Remember, the next day that he came, and started coming about something, and everyone said he knew. Well, he never knew, but we all have it on our back. We're the Peters boys, and all the rest of it. All those guys, Dallas, all those guys, and guys who still speak to now. You know? There's still guys who speak to now. Dallas in Australia, all those guys who still talk. Right? That's what I'm saying. We have never, no kind of argument, no good disagreement, no fighting, no cursing. Every one of the guys that play in Parish League. Check it out. Where we are. We go to home, we talk to clean muscle sometimes. We message one another, we do things like that. Kellogg's, we laugh, everybody. We just have this. I don't know. It's fun. I'm telling you, I really appreciate it, Tally.
I must tell John
you have done a good job. You need to continue.
Tell John the reason why you call me now, you know. You called me last week, say Earl on the show, Earl Bobby on the show. Are you so nervous?
Well, the best. Mandela.
So you say Earl so nervous, can't believe.
Guys, we're going to wrap up shortly your segment. Taddy and I are going to spend maybe 5-10 minutes speaking about the Parish League circuit. Feel free if you want to join in. But Theophile, in your group of guys that you had around you, I mean, name some of the talent that you would have seen that you probably thought could have, should have, maybe would have excelled to greater heights.
I missed a part of the question early on.
I was saying, in your heyday, you know, with your Parish League combined school, from what you would have seen, if you wanted to identify a couple of the guys who you thought maybe could have, should have, or would have, excelled greater into the sport of cricket. Well, I know you say if you were there, you would have gone up to the greater heights. So,
for sure, Captain too. No, I'm serious. Listen, okay, let me tell you. I admire a lot of cricketers, and to be honest, I think I take a lot of things from them too. Because when I started, people like Sean Bailey was just such a cool cricketer, you know. And I don't know, as Taddy says, if we playing cricket and we making 100, and everybody is making 100, then and we're from the small island, then we're gonna leave out. So when they make 100, we need to make 2. So Sean Bailey, I just like Sean Bailey. I like seeing Sean Bailey, Earl Richards, Warden. One time Warden and I was at opening at factory, and we were playing against Hungry and Flipper, and they were, you know, obviously we went out there. So I have a tendency. It doesn't matter who I'm opening with, that's the list man. You might be the senior man, but for some reason I get strength, I get courage when I face the first ball. So I always like to do that. It's just something I just use as a for confidence. And so Warden was just there, kind of a padding out, and now Warden a stroke player. So I went down to Warden and said, Warden, listen man, come on man, listen to you. Let's beat that man, man. You take your Hungry, you take your Flipper. You know, and he ended up making, I made fun sometimes, he must have ended up made 80 something. You know, and so people like Warden, Soppy, oh yes, I can never forget Soppy too, because one day Taddy was coaching, and Taddy was telling me to play a shot. So every time I come forward, my bat hooking my pad and the ball hit my pad. It was legitimate. But then after he finished back, Soppy called me, Soppy said, come into your field. You know, when the coach you, when tell you something, you just need to say, okay, and stop making the excuse. Even though it's happening, don't make the excuse. And or else he will just start telling things because you're just making too much excuse. And you know, just by that what something told me, I start to understand. And even for today, I use that in the principle in teaching people, even on construction side, everything, just by that. Because sometimes you may know, but just to make the correction, don't make excuses. People not gonna listen to you, so not gonna train you. And so maybe that is what is not happening. Because I hear you all talking about. I was just wondering where are the people now in Antigua? Because you know, in those days we always have 2, 1, 3, and 4 people on Leeward Island side, and 5 and 6. We would use to control it, but there's nobody coming up. Just nobody. Just don't love.
Yeah. No, the reason for that, Katie, man, they don't play the 3-day match nowadays. You had even played 3-day competition. I think I was 6 or 7 in the team, maybe 8, for all you know. I think you see that with a lot of good youngsters. But then, what I always said earlier, then they play the long format, you know what I mean? So they don't get to expose it. Like the young boy Eastern one, for that matter. If you get the exposure, the guys spit and so on. Those guys are very good guys. But
so why are we not getting exposure, Daddy? How come? Why?
Well, because they play Leeward only play 50 overs now. They even play cricket nowadays, they play.
Yeah, most of the cricket that's being played now is the commercial cricket. So it's, you know, is the T20. It's more geared towards the business. T20 is not about I would say in technical skill. It's about commerce.
Gentlemen, let's be fair. The boards don't have enough money to be able to put people and some people around the Caribbean. The money doesn't exist anymore. And it doesn't exist not just in the West Indies, it's anywhere as well. So England is struggling to be able to say, have second cricket be 4 days and teams going away and having like I played when I first got here. It's just never happened in the West Indies. We have no youth structure that's doing anything. There's no youth tournament, there's no youth structure, and there is not enough money being passed down through to the bottom so they can build it back up. And that's, as far as I'm concerned, that is one of the major problems. There's just not enough money.
Well, that always comes up to the top when we discuss the standard of the cricket. You know, the money is needed to put these programs in place. But that's another discussion we'll have.
So Tari, you had money at the time?
I didn't hear that.
You had money at the time when you were coaching?
Maybe $50.
I don't understand. I don't know what you're telling me.
Yeah, I like that question because most of the guys that we come to Antigua and they said, oh, this is what they pay. Yeah, people didn't believe that I coached for 9 months in Antigua, didn't get 1 penny. Actually, it cost me money to coach in Antigua for 9 months when I was there, but everybody still was making a living. I did it for free, and I continue to do it for free. And I will continue to do it when I go home again. But people think that you're making money from it. Sure. That was my contribution back to where I came from. So people who are paying after me could have a better life than me. But everybody thought I was making money. And the fact is, most people will say, I'm not doing so-and-so because I'm not buying water, ice, and juice for people quickly if we not get paid. That is the statement that everybody makes to me. When I ask grown men who are in this, all the boards and all the rest of it, to come and help, or to give their time, other than Soppy and a couple of very few others, the question is, I'm not doing it with anybody else to get paid. That is the question.
Well, that is why the cricket ain't going nowhere.
Hey,
that's why the cricket ain't going nowhere. It's not for love, nobody. It's not love anymore.
King Robs.
Hi.
I hear they used your field last weekend to practice pickets. Your field on my, you know what I'm talking about?
Bellier.
You're talking about Bellier over for YTD. I'm happy that that's now there, and Greg Scapora is huge in that, along with Rene Edwards, Andrews, and all the other board members and the guys who have to put that together. I'm very proud of what they've done so far, and hope that we're will continue to do so and provide somewhere for kids to be able to go, who will love the game and want to love their game, to be able to do stuff on that ground. I saw that Libya practice there, kept it out. I was sent some videos and all the rest of it, and I was very proud of what Greg has done and what Rene has done so far. And long may we continue to be able to provide that facility for all who wants it or needs it to better their cricket life and just life in general.
Sylvie.
So you guys develop the ground inside the belly area?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone a big man behind that. But
That's good.
I show you have
I am just one of the director of coaching. I do the coaching bit. I don't the hold on to it and grade that all the people who have give us trucks and stone and all the rest of it. Everybody who's behind that, the people who know who they are. And I'm very grateful to have the people be able to help and put something together for the kids. And I'm very proud of my colleagues and what they've done.
Okay, so Greg is still working on these youths cricket?
Rachel? No, Greg is player in developing wickets in the country at the moment. We've done work there. We did work in the
I'm talking about Greg Scupper.
Yeah.
Greg Scupper, okay. He even played in the finals on the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, Greg made a return. Greg came back.
So
this season.
Greg is a pitchman now, working on pitch?
Greg is into agriculture and he started yeah. He was something in touch and helped us on the basketball court there. And that had a life that we didn't want to talk about. And as a result, we were able to acquire Belia Oval as a place for the kids to go and, well, people like myself and anybody else who wants to go to coach and set up something for the kids to go there. There's 2 little kids there. I think we have 4 black pitches and we put in 2 concretes on the side. And we're trying to attract the creme de la creme, whoever wants to come and practice, to be able to be at the facility and have them to practice.
All right, guys. Sorry to cut you there. We have another a guest here.
A surprise to Tearfield.
You might recognize him. So, cameraman, our new guest is on studio, on camera. Anybody recognize the gentleman sitting between us here?
He's too far.
Too far.
No.
Well, let him introduce himself.
Good afternoon. Anthony Butters Lake.
We
Anthony Butters Lake.
What's going on? Big fish, what's going on?
Tell me.
Surviving.
Butters. You remember when we went to Montserrat? On the 19th?
Yes, sir.
And you went to the Sparrow shop and see all them shoes down there and spend all the money the first day in the shoes?
Yeah.
And I tell you not to do it?
Well, I mean, those days. Look, TFE realistic. If you look at the prices that were there, man, you can compare it to here. You know, the capitalize.
Yeah, but that's when I finish. You in the night, you started talking, you sleep, I said, boy, them shoes was cheap. Remember that?
You see? I mean, hey. TFE, that was a reality.
Yeah, sometimes, man.
The prices were good and you took advantage of what was there, you know? It just happened, I got so excited, even sleep me top.
That's a good price for me, Butters.
Yeah, man.
No, seriously, shoes. When guys buy shoes first day, just spend all the money on the shoes. That's what's fun.
Wait, you see, you were supposed to guide us there, you know?
See.
All things, but I look good, man.
We didn't study shoes, we just study cricket bass. We didn't study shoes.
The man want
That's why I ask you, how you doing? You look good.
Yeah, thank you, man. Just see, I'm working. Just do the same thing. Just construction as usual. Keep myself together.
Wait. Not only because tell me the plumbing, electrical, and some you don't know.
You have to learn to do everything here. When you're working on your own jobs and things like that, you have to learn to do the drywall, the plumbing, the electrical, things like that. So.
Yeah, that makes you easy, man. That's
what you say, you're well-rounded a contractor now.
Yep, thanks to you again, Taddy.
Oh, Taddy, no more plumbing, electrical.
No, you know the basic, you know the principle. They give me the principles
was brought
and things like that, and I take it and move it forward.
Yeah, man.
So what's up, Butters? Talk to me. What's new?
I'm good, man. I'm not given the pleasure of playing much cricket anymore. My job kind of had me tied up, but But I'm thankful.
Okay.
I go up to the field and see if I when I can and do some exercise. Chip in with
Nice.
chis when I can, you know. Quite a few youngsters up there. I'm kind of impressed with the amount of youngsters they have there.
Okay. That's good, man. Good to see, boss. But man, I don't know if you heard the program earlier when I said when I came Fappy first and you were there. Because I met you there, and you and Dean and all these guys were the people who were there. And when Taddy said, batsman over, bowlers over here, and also with the highest runs I've ever made, you guys have said 50 and 16, and you just 4. 4, boy, I can't forget it. 4.
Good old days, man. But
Yeah.
again, I mean, I have never shied away from the fact that factory kind of molded me, you know, into the individual
Yes.
I am. It gave you an extreme amount of discipline.
Yes.
You get to appreciate things, you know what I'm saying? So, I honestly don't know where I would have been without factory.
Butters not coming to interrupt Taddy now.
No. This is a discussion that we have anyway. Me not gonna win his.
Hey, you know the choice. He be your family.
Butters, bad news is saying hail up.
He called me and told me he was on island. You know,
Yeah, he came in for 2 or 3 days and just fly out. Man, what
he
kind
told
of...
me he gonna let me know if he stayed around.
Man, what that for? Where you come here for? Eh? Big up bad news all the time, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, see with Katie, I think probably the Butters say coming to see you. Say, can you say I want to see a part of the Butters say see him now?
Yeah, that's good.
You love the job of that shit here now.
Yeah, man. Tight.
You see, listen, I tell you now, this is a family thing. We are all family.
Parish League, that's what it's about.
That's exactly what it is, man. I don't think that is going to change, brother.
But let me ask you a question. I asked Ravi. Well, maybe you know play more than Ravi because Ravi is new after me. Can you recall any time in the cricket that we ever have a foul and we not talking to each other?
Wait. For Parish League?
Yeah. That will go past. Can you recall any time that we not talking to each other next and say anything about each other? Can you recall anything like that?
I'll come out of some kind of heckling and then you start laughing down the slips. I mean at that point we're having so much fun playing the game that them things that come to for our game, them never come to the forefront even if they were there. And persons who had that sort of mentality never stuck around for very long because of the people that we were.
Well, maybe that's why then. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe the people who have that mentality just reload themselves.
Yeah, they never stuck around. Never stuck around at all.
Yeah.
See part of Robbie when he shot you. Robbie.
What's going on, Bahas?
Long time. Well, I told you last year about what? January last year at the Bridgerton Grounds? Watching T10?
You what?
The last time I saw you was in the Bridgerton Ground watching the T10 last year, January.
Yeah, last year.
Last year, yeah. When that was T10, that's the last time I saw you.
It was a couple of days ago.
My buddy cooling a couple times.
Yeah. So how things been with you, man? Staying busy? Like you have a whole lot of things going on.
Robbie, look at you too cold. Look at you too cold.
No, you can say whatever you want.
But you're outside. You can't be so cold inside.
Hey,
Yeah, they're outside
you
cold.
see the problem. The heat is on.
Robbie, look at you too cold. Look at the man. Look at
Tell you.
We well battened down, boy. When you probably said today was on.
18 degrees, minus 2 now. Right now.
-2?
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
Hey.
Or 0 with a wind chill, minus 2, something like that. Something crazy.
Johnny, get away.
So I mean, somebody here can send you some pictures, buddy, of the sunshine we have. It should warm up.
No thanks, I'm good. I've only been back 2 months. I was there until the beginning of January. So I had 2 months to Antigua before I came back.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's why you're
I got some sunshine this year.
You're gone back to yourself. Alright, no see.
Yeah, but Theo, trying to get Kerry on the show, but Kerry busy with Butters on the same
Kerry.
job, so they can't leave.
Yeah, Kerry has a vessel there. Kerry can't leave right now.
So that's why they see Kerry today, a part of Kerry Jeremy. Yeah, he and Butters in the same business. So Butters sneak away. Kerry still on the job.
A little more privileged than he, but but Kerry is tied up until probably it should be finished. Maybe just about now. About seven.
Well, good to see your boys still feel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they feel getting better now.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to tell you that one of these days I'll be back home to make my contribution.
What kind of contribution?
It may not be cricket, but some kind of contribution because Antigua is my home and I love my country and I want to make some contribution because, as I said, I just want to be a good Catholic citizen of Antigua and one day to be recognized and just to play the national anthem. I don't want money, I don't want anything, but just to play the national anthem inside the recreation ground, minded like Vivi, and I'll be fine.
And then you'll be good.
Very good.
But you remember,
That's it. People nowadays want to go play cricket and all they want is money, money, money. I tell you say the same thing. This cricket doesn't have the national cricket because to be honest, if you go out there and you fly, I can't tell you, and you get connected first to while you start flying, honestly, you're going to do good because when you start flying, the flying just fall into place. But when you play test match, it's a different thing. And this thing about wicket, umpires and coach of match of cricket, talking about too much wicket. Go back, man. Stop talking about wicket.
Gentlemen, acknowledge that the people that need to make a living and the people that need to work as well, okay? It's a tough law. I do not hate on anybody who takes their game and do what they need to do with it to make a living. But what we need to do is we put a premium on the longer form of the game and make it more attractive for the longer form of the game. Nobody wants to work for a whole year for £250,000 when you can work for 6 weeks for 1.2 million. The economics don't make any sense. We can't let people for that kind of economics.
Yeah, it's economics.
But our structure needs to reflect what we want to do and what are we trying to do. We can't want people who want the structure.
Not a point, Robbie, because test match is the biggest cricket, and that should have the biggest funds available, things like that. What we do?
And that's not the case.
Well,
And it won't be that because the others are more entertaining. We're in the entertainment business. Like it or not, this is an entertainment business. You're an entertainer, and people want to be entertained. And people don't want to sit down for a long period of time anymore. It's just the way we live it at the moment.
But test match can be entertaining.
But has it been?
No.
Exactly.
Well, guys, Tally definitely gonna have to bring you back to have that discussion. That's another whole heap of discussion, and time is winding down on us, so we're gonna look to close off this segment because we just need to touch a little bit on the local Parish League. We have the semi-finals coming up this weekend, so we just want to touch a little bit on that before we close off. So, Butters, I don't know if you want to say something. You can never see you behind the mic, so tell us a little bit about Anthony Butters League to our audience. You're all the way in Australia now.
Oh well, yeah. So I was a former Leeward Islands player. I played for the West Indies in Antigua actually against Australia. You know, President's 11, West Indies 18 sort of setup. I'm still presently the holder for the most wickets in the Leeward Islands competition, which a lot of people don't know.
See? Very good.
But cricket has been in my heart since I was a boy, and I try my best to always go around and assist.
Very good.
There are a few players that I've spoken to. When Jimbo was much younger, we had discussions. I had discussions with Kadeem. So these are guys that have actually gone on. They've changed their style somewhat, and I think sometimes as players we need to stay true to ourselves and not necessarily true to what the team requests of us at particular times, because those needs change. And if every time the team needs you to change, you change, then you're going to put yourself at a disadvantage. So, but I'm a cricketer at heart, and that will never change.
Well, Butters, definitely we're going to have to reserve a seat for you another time to come spend a little longer time with us. And Theophile will do likewise. And Robbie, as usual,
Yes.
you know, these channels are open at all time. Theophile, give you a little chance to say your closing remarks.
Yeah, again, I'm going to repeat myself because I think people need to hear it. So I've said it, and we can't wait until Teddy gone, and then we come and start to say all the good things and all the good things. So I have to say it again, and I want it publicly. I've said it in private. I'm going to publicly thank Teddy for all the years. He said, it's from since I'm under 15, I was there until I'm 20 something. I was just at factory training, and so Teddy has been there more as a role model, more than just a coach. He has been there as a father figure, as a friend, as a brother, and I think that is why we tend to, the people who grew up around him tend to always return back to him, always look for him if they travel. Because to be honest, you know, before I spoke with Teddy lately, I used to ask my sister, have you seen Teddy? You know, for some reason, have you seen him? Yeah, and then she said she glimpsed, I don't know if she glimpsed you or whatever. And then I said, when I come back, I have to come and check him out. And so, for all these years, Teddy, I want to say publicly again, thank you so much for telling me not to cheat on my exercise, because if I don't become a cricketer, professional cricketer, I can be in good health and strength, you know. Surprisingly, I look at the calendar the other day, and I'm soon turning 50. I don't feel that way, but I always go back to, I have never cheated on the exercise, and it caused me to be in good health and strength. So, Teddy, thank you for that word of encouragement, word of advice. I want to thank you for give us the positiveness to go forward, and we can be able to use it and apply it in our lives. And lastly, I just want to say again, happy 80th anniversary to the people of New Chuck's Village, the village that I grew up in some point in time, a village that I love, the people I love you. I'll be coming back soon to make my contribution, maybe hopefully before another 10 years to come. And one day I want to make some contribution to my country to be a good cardboard citizen. Not to be cricket, but I'll be back. Thank you.
I will say one last thing. You remember tap your cackle, okay? When we come back, you say tap the cackle.
But can we have a big cackle for you? But we have to eat it because a big cackle for you.
Robbie?
Yep.
Your closing remarks.
Gentlemen, as per usual, thank you for having me. Good to see my brother from across the fence.
Yes.
It's been a long time. It's good to see you. Boxers, good to see you, buddy. Glad you're doing well. Hope your family is well. Hello to everybody for me. And as Theophile said, like, the man there sitting on the table on the far left of the other two gentlemen has played a massive part in most of our lives. He played a huge part in my life. And I tell him every time I speak to him that I'm eternally grateful, and I will be so.
Yes.
For all that he has done in the preparation of me as a person to be able to lead Antigua and go away to England, and to make my own way, and to be a strong mind and a strong will, and to be focused and determined, and to be disciplined most of all, and to continue to do what I feel that I need to do in my life, and to continue to be the best person that I could possibly be. So, again, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Butters?
Thank you.
Thank you, Robbie. Good to see you, Robbie. I will touch base.
Oh,
See you, bud.
okay.
So just stay safe, guys.
All right, gentlemen, if you want to hang in, you can hang in, or if you want to go, because we're just going to take about 5 minutes. About 5 minutes we have technician. Taddy, we had our last round of matches. Let me just run through them quickly. On Sunday, we had Newfield defeating Willikies by 7 wickets. Willikies made 67 all out. Deron Benter had 15, Osafa Bond 4 for 22. Newfield, in reply, they had 68 for 3. wickets. Michael Dover 30 not out. Dimitri Lewis 26 not out. Freetown versus Mahiko, that game was rained out, and Police continued undefeated. They defeated DNR Construction Seaview Farm by 24 runs. Police made 172 for 5 from 28 overs. The rain reduced the overs. Damian Valentine continued his fine form, making 53. Jerron Jones 50. Derek Morrell 32. Nathan Willock 2 for 6, and Alfred Jarvis 2 for 46. Seaview Farm in reply 148 for 9. Andrew Samuel 40. Trish Phillip 20. LaShawn Barnard 3 for 28. Ondell Boston 3 for 20. And so the final standings we had in our round of matches here. Police, they went 5 games. They won all 5 with 40 points. Freetown played 5 matches. They won. No.
Freetown won 3.
Oh, so there's an error there.
Freetown 28 points.
Freetown won 3. They lost 2, and the one was rain out.
The last one won rain out. The last one rain out. One rain out.
Okay, 2 different things here, Teddy. All right. So which one is the correct one now? Mahiko won 2, lost 2, 1 rain out. Seaview Farm won 2, lost 3 with 16 points. And Newfield also similar record, 1, 2, lost 3, 16. And unfortunately for Willie Keys, they did not touch the winning column. And so the final 4 will be Police, Freetown, Mahiko, and Seaview Farm. So Seaview Farm got ahead of Newfield based on run rate, right? That's what it is, Daddy? Okay, so Sunday it would be the semi-finals, and Saturday and Sunday will be the semi-finals. So Saturday's game is going to be Police versus DNR Construction Seaview Farm, and that will be at the Police Recreation Ground, and that game starts at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock, it's 11 o'clock.
Sorry, that starts at 1 o'clock. Take off 1 p.m. And then on Sunday, the 3rd of April, is going to be Freetown versus Mahiko. So basically, a repeat, and they're going up to Freetown. So this weekend promises to be rather interesting, with the top 4 teams battling it out for the spot in the finals. So Taddy, quickly so far, how has the tournament been?
Wait, just forget to tell the viewing audience that the game's going to be in Parish League Network.
Yes, our games will be carried live on the Parish League Network. We have our Facebook page, we have our YouTube channel, and our Instagram channel, and you just have to type in Antigua Parish League for the YouTube or the Instagram, or ACB Caribbean Parish League, and you could find us right there on the Facebook page. And are we going to try to get onto CTV Channel 8? We're trying?
Well, Mark and me trying to, and Marlon trying to get onto the CTV Channel 8, but I don't know it yet. We'll know by tomorrow.
No problem.
You know what I mean? So, you know, we try to provide these to the people all over the world so they can watch Parish League cricket. People come from all the villages and watch. They live all over the world, like in Australia, all over the John. See, Willick's man Dallas living in Australia and so. They live all over John. They want to see what the home team doing, whether they like it or not. So you guys got to keep it going for us. And last season, watching guys, you know, I mean, think Mark improved with the Mark and Mark and Arden improved a little bit with the technical side of it. You know, I mean, like I said, it's a work in progress. You know, but I can tell you what, our stuff was better than the one that showed the recreation at Stanford. you ever said a while ago. Because guess what happened, John? When you're watching the one at Stanford, you see the batsman back. When you're channel, you see the batsman face at all times.
Oh, because the camera's at one end from them. They only have one.
Yeah, well, one camera, we have 4. Okay. You get it? So we have things, we almost like ESPN and so on, John, and the big guys, you know what I mean? We need some more camera people, you know what I mean, John?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, we need, because...
And we need another camera too that we can zoom in even closer.
Yeah.
We're working on that too, John, because, like I said to you, John, I said to you already this year last year, you know, now you're on TV, you can't make the error, because people see you and hear you.
Yeah,
they watch you.
You can't say go find leg and you go third man.
Okay, so I want to like that, John. Be careful, the people watching the game. You know, in the radio, I remember one time watching a match of recreation going on, John, and I remember Tim Eckler was commentating, and the mistake was so bad, they said, oh shit. But nobody did see, so I was there and I watched it, you know what I mean? So, but even in that idea.
Jerry Glade,
Jerry Glade.
Tell Taddy, keep up the good work.
Jerry Glode.
Jerry Glode.
Him and that friend. He came on today and didn't see my body.
Okay, well, you and him can
I
start.
didn't see him for years, man. I heard he was here.
You and him can start
We
that
played for
one.
Rising Sun and for Pickets.
Well, Jerry, you can start out with Taddy, because we're going to wrap up now.
Hey, John, his son told me he was coming.
Uh-huh.
I look forward to seeing him. Came and didn't see him.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as everything good must come to an end, and we're going to wrap up now. Taddy, your closing remark as we wrap up.
Well, John, like I said, man, John, cricket going fairly goodish. Not great, but good. The team's improving. They're like cricket, like their school league. They might practice for a while, but now they start to practice a little bit. They're not into the cricket. You know what I mean? So I mean, next year will be better. Hopefully, and we improve everything all the way around. And you know, and I must tell you one thing, John. The guys taking the testing serious. They come to the testing every 2 weeks, so they go on the field and so on and play.
That's
So,
good.
so we're doing wellish. We're doing fairly well.
All right, so on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we go a little overtime today, but it's indeed a pleasure once again, and we want to say thank you to Kenneth Theophile. We had Robbie Joseph, and earlier we had Zora Bartley, and we just had
Butters Lake,
Anthony Butters Lake.
Come to see the old teammate, Katie Fish.
Inside.
Hey,
yeah.
John, the 20 player around the field, the 91 thing, and the big thing, all the way now.
Yep, all the way through.
All right, and I see a Rajib fixer coming in with some gibberish here, but good to have you, whoever you are, Rajib. So, on behalf of all of us guys, we're going to wrap up this show, and Theophile, stay safe, Robbie. All you guys, keep good, and we do look forward to having you back here, Theophile, as you said, making a contribution to not
John,
only...
having Butters in that seat.
Yeah?
Having Butters in that seat. I was here alone against somebody. What do you say?
Yeah, man, Butters have a couple
John,
of points.
Anytime.
he has a long resume now.
Yeah.
Just give me.
He has a long resume. He can talk on the whole show.
Of course, he can't carry a whole show by himself, man.
Okay, good.
That was a name that you heard quite a lot, you know. So on behalf of all of us, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe. Remember, we'll be live on our Parish League network on the weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, starting at 1 o'clock. So you could log in and view the games as they go along. And again, we just want to remind everyone to just keep staying safe, look out for each other, and have a good weekend. Remember, we have quite a few shows every day on our Parish League network, so there's always something to keep you going. Have a good evening, everyone.